All right. Well, welcome everybody. Let's get started here. Welcome to today's webinar, What's New with Celebrity Cruises. This webinar is brought to you by Baxter Media, Celebrity Cruises, and CLIA. I'm your host, Zephan McMillan, Virtual Events Coordinator at Baxter Media, and today is Wednesday, December 14th. Our presenters today are Alan Brooks and his team from Celebrity Cruises. We're, of course, excited to also have Charles Sylvia, Vice President of Industry and Trade Relations at CLIA. And today's event is live and pre-recorded, so your patience is appreciated during any technical difficulties that may arise. A copy of the webinar recording is going to be sent to all registrants within about 24 hours. We have Chad Kowalenko here. He's going to be answering questions in the chat throughout the webinar, and we're going to have a Q&A session at the end as well. So feel free to type any questions you might have into the Q&A section of the public chat box, which is located to the right-hand side of your screen. And Chad will respond there or address your questions verbally at the end of the webinar. So that's, again, just please submit your questions to the Q&A section. We also have Brenda here from Celebrity. She is joining in as well, and you'll see her in a few minutes as well. So yeah, please note that the $500 gift card prize, which we're really excited about, will be announced at the end of the webinar by Chad, and only those who attend the full webinar will be entered into the contest. So stick with us here, folks. And yeah, with that, why don't we get started? So I'm just going to ask my presenters to just turn their cameras off, and I'm going to do the same, and we will get started. So thank you so much for being here, everybody. We're excited to have you. Keep the hellos coming in the chat and keep the questions coming as well. So glad to have you. And with that, yeah, I'm going to hand things over to the CLIA and Celebrity team. So Charles is going to start us off. Thanks again for being here, everybody.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here on today's call. I'd like to thank the entire team at Baxter Media for this wonderful opportunity to be with all of you. Folks, my name is Charles Sylvia, and I'm Vice President of Industry and Trade Relations with CLIA. And for those of you who are new to the business, CLIA is Cruise Lines International Association. We are the worldwide cruise industry trade association that's headquartered in Washington, D.C. And it's our privilege, quite frankly, to serve all of you who are our travel advisor community in North America. And I just wanted to share with you a quick update on what's going on with CLIA, what's the latest happening here in North America. And believe it or not, folks, we closed out our 2022 membership year with more than 56,100 members. Travel advisors and travel agency managers and owners in the United States and Canada. It was our largest year ever, which shows the resilience of the travel advisor community. So if any of you ever need anything from either my team or myself, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can see my email right there. We're happy to serve you. It is our privilege. So really exciting things going on. We have launched our 2023 CLIA membership open enrollment. And that launch just recently happened. As a matter of fact, it happened in October for travel agency members. And it's just recently, a couple of days ago, as a matter of fact, happened for individual agent members. So if you were part of CLIA in 2022, now is the time to renew for 2023. We do it a little bit earlier so that you have about a month or so to ramp up and prepare for wave season with all of our professional development and training content. And for those of you who might be looking to earn your CLIA certification. So if you want, you can scan that QR code that's shown on the screen, and that'll take you directly to our landing page for join or renew your CLIA membership for 2023. We've also got some exciting things going on. In addition to all of the benefits that you'll get with your membership in 2023, the more than $3,000 worth of bonus commissions from our cruise lines, the free online courses. You get a couple of free online courses every year, all the bonuses and the discounts that you have available to you. We've also got a completely new and revamped professional development content, and it couldn't have happened at a better time because we are bringing on our new professional development leader at CLIA. His name is Dean Lapham, and he started on November 28th, and he is a master's of education. So Dean is going to help to build on the incredible work that Stephanie McDowell did during her time at CLIA. And as many of you know, Stephanie did lead her team in refreshing all of our professional development and training content so that it is it's leading edge and it is all current. Dean is going to take the helm now of the professional development team at CLIA. He's got more than 30 years experience in adult education and training. He's also done some motivational speaking, and he's a world traveler. He hails from Newport, Rhode Island, where he is a sailor and a lifelong cruise enthusiast. He's been on more than 30 cruises. So we welcome Dean. And if you happen to be on Facebook or Instagram, you can check him out at CLIA Dean. I think that's a great name for him to have because he's going to be the dean of all things education at CLIA. And we couldn't be more thrilled to have this wonderful professional with us. And also, speaking of professional development, we've got our flagship professional development event. It's only 140 days from now, which is our 2023 Cruise 360. It's basically the Super Bowl of cruise conferences. This is the official cruise industry conference for North America. We're going to be holding it from April 18th through the 23rd in Fort Lauderdale at the Broward County Convention Center. And I've got a rendering up there of what the Broward County Convention Center is going to look like pretty soon. It's pretty much under construction right now, but we will be fully operational in April. More than 450 travel advisors have already registered. So that's kind of a record this early out. We still got 140 days. So we're expecting more than 1,300 travel advisors to attend Cruise 360, which will actually break our record in 2019. So if you want any information on Cruise 360, all of the facts, all the details rather, are available at cruise360.org. Again, that's cruise360.org. You can see it there on the screen. And if you are a current 2023 CLIA member, whether you're, I believe, you're an individual agent member, you can qualify for a $100 discount off registration. So it's a great time to join CLIA, great time to register for Cruise 360. But without further ado, I would like to introduce our first speaker. And I don't know if the slide, perfect. Thank you so much. Our first speaker is Alan Brooks, who's National Director of Market Sales in Canada for Celebrity Cruises. Alan is proudly celebrating his 23rd year with Royal Caribbean Group, 8 years with Celebrity Cruises, and after spending 14 years at sea as a cruise director, Alan joined the shoreside entertainment team and continues to have strong ties to the sea through the fleet of Celebrity Cruises ships. Alan now has been on the sales team for 6 years and was thrilled at the opportunity to return to Canada in his current role as National Director of Market Sales. Alan leads a powerhouse team of sales managers that support a loyal and dedicated group of travel partners across Canada. After being the product, managing the product, and now selling the product, Alan has developed a comprehensive insight of the cruise business as a whole. So, Alan, thank you so much for being with us. You know I'm a huge fan of Celebrity Cruises, as is the entire team at CLIA.
Thanks so much, Charlie. It's great to be here, and thanks for joining us today. I do want to mention right at the top the great partnership we do have with CLIA is incomparable, as well as with Baxter Media, the great support that we have and that great partnership. So thanks to both. I do want to mention we have so much that we do above and beyond with CLIA as well. Dondra, who is our Senior Vice President of Sales, is actually an elite cruise counselor, the highest level in the CLIA organization. So we're very proud of that. And also, Charlie, you and Dondra host the Journey Together, which I think last year was the first year we did it. It sold out quickly. And I think next year's is already sold out, where you and Dondra would host our travel agents and advisors on board one of our ships. So it's been a huge success, great feedback, and great time together to really work with the front lines for sure. So we're thrilled with that. And we also know, on a personal note, that you sail quite a bit with a certain cruise line called Celebrity Cruises. So thank you for being our guest. So as Charlie mentioned, I'm the National Director of Sales here in Canada for Celebrity Cruises. I've got an amazing and yes, a powerhouse team that is joining me today to help host. We wanted to do this in a collaborative way, as we have been doing for the past couple of years. Virtually is the way we've been doing it. But again, we're on the road. Our ships are in the water. So we're back in full service all over the world. In today's presentation, we're going to cover everything from our new ships. Yes, the Edge series ships, including Beyond, that just had her inaugural and naming here in the US. And of course, our program, something about our dining, our entertainment, the great amenities on board our ships, the itineraries, the incredible retreat experience. But my team is going to share all of that with you in just a moment. Also wanted to mention that throughout today's webinar, we will be covering and watching and monitoring the question and answer box. So if there's anything we haven't covered or you have a question or a comment about, simply drop it in the Q&A box and we'll do our best to answer it for you. And we'll cover some of the frequently asked questions at the end of the webinar. But right now, I do want to introduce my wonderful team from across Canada. We'll have them pop on the camera, give us a wave, and then you'll see them shortly in the presentation. So first up is the newest member of our field sales team. Her name is Laura DiNardo, located right here in the GTA. Next up, we have our key account manager, Brenda Yeomans, who covers our big key accounts across Canada, and she's located here in Toronto as well.
Hi, everyone.
And over to Mathieu Robert. He oversees Quebec and the Maritimes and Ottawa and everything else, along with our inside sales manager, not on today's webinar, but Valerie Leving is also a new member to the team as well, or relatively. Sandra Pennington, right back here in Ontario, just in Port Credit, just south of Toronto. And last but not least, all the way on the west coast is Chad Kowalenko, based in Vancouver.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, I'm going to turn it over. There he is. I'm going to turn it over to Laura right now. As mentioned, we're going to cover quite a bit here, fast and furious. We're going to be respectful of your time and keep this to about 35 to 40 minutes.
Thanks, Alan. Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you. So today I'm going to be covering our all-included rate and what that means for your guests. So at Celebrity, we offer choice to your customers. So we have 3 different packages which will suit all of your customers' needs. So the first one is the no perk rate. So this is our cruise only, very bare bones package. This is a very price driven package, and you want to present this to your customers that are, shopping around, and they really, really just want they just want to pay for cruise only. So the one that we love the most is, or one of the most popular ones, I should say, is the all-included. So this means that it is one price all-included. So this means they get a classic drinks package, gratuities are included, and classic Wi-Fi. As well, I should mention in the all-included is that if you do book under a group rate, that means that those guests will be under the all-included package. And this also applies to every guest in each booking. So, if you have 2 guests per booking, they will always be under the same package. Our next one is the retreat. So this category is for all suites and above. And this one is for, they have premium drinks, tips, and premium Wi-Fi. As well, we always offer some onboard credit, which you'll see starting from 2 to 5 nights, $200 per person, and so on and so forth. And I did want to mention that if your guests did want to upgrade their beverage package to our premium beverage package, they can always do this in the pre-cruise planner. And as well, all these, the all-included and retreat is commissionable, of course. And I am going to pass this on to Brenda, who will take you through the Edge series.
Thank you very much, Laura. Hi, everyone. This is, I'm so excited to be here and take you beyond your expectations with our Celebrity Edge series. When we developed this series of ships, it really was to connect our guests to be closer and in connection with the sea that we're sailing on. So the space, it's very open, and it does feel like you are in the ocean all the time without being there, from the high ceilings to the beautiful decor, all of the light. We had world-renowned designers taking over all of the design of all of the spaces. And they did such a great job that Apex and Edge have been named as Time's World Greatest Places, one of world's greatest places. So we're very, very proud of that. So in the Edge series, our first ship was Edge, then Apex came out. And Beyond, as Alan mentioned, we just brought her to North America this November, and it's so exciting. And we have one more called Ascent, which will be coming in December of next year. And Edge and Apex are very, very similar in their design, but we upped the ante with Beyond, and we added an extra deck, more space, extended the ship to allow for some extra amenities. And this is spectacular. And for those of you that have sailed Edge and Apex, or your customers have, it's time to get them on the Beyond series, because we really did some great work with this ship. I first wanted to showcase the luxurious accommodations, though. You know, we know our guests want to be spoiled, and we have what we call the retreat. And these spaces, these suites are unbelievable, starting with the iconic suite, which sits over top of the bridge, to the Edge Villa, 2 stories with its own splash pool. And then our entry level into the retreat is the Sky Suite. Here's just a little snapshot of the iconic suite. Now, 1,800 square feet, and the veranda, 690 almost square feet, 2 bathrooms, it sleeps 6. It even has its own Peloton in the suite. So it's just a remarkable way to spoil yourself. There are guests that want the iconic suite, so make sure you're out there promoting this. And then the Edge Villa, I think this is very special. It really is like a little townhome looking out over the beautiful ocean. So 2 stories, the bedroom is upstairs, very beautiful. And then our Aqua Sky Suite. Now, I am mentioning this in particular because we introduced this with the Beyond. So this is your standard Sky Suite, but the great thing about it is it has the Aqua class amenities as well. So think retreat class, the butler, all of the exclusive dining areas, Lumine, the sun deck, the retreat lounge. Plus you get Aqua class amenities. You can dine in blue. You have access to the thermal suite. So really, really great amenities for all those spa lovers who like to be pampered. The Aqua Sky Suite is the way to go. And then with the Edge series, we introduce a revolutionized way to experience your cruise, and that's with the Infinite Veranda. And what this does is this allows you more space in your room, because the veranda can actually open up. You see with the French doors there, open up to increase the space in your stateroom, or you can have it closed. Everything is remote controlled in your room. It could be touchless with your phone as well. And your veranda window goes up and down, so you can enjoy the beautiful sea air, the sound of the ocean when you're sleeping, or by a press of a button, it does go up. And this is a phenomenal way to enjoy your stateroom, is with our Infinite Veranda staterooms. So on board the ship, for me, I love all of our classes, but the Edge series truly does go beyond. There is so much space, and what we hear from our guests is it truly is a relaxed luxury resort at sea. From the moment you walk on board, you really feel that Zen-like, relaxed atmosphere. And some people would be expecting like busy, hustling, lots of people. Not on our ships. It is truly relaxing. And look at this beautiful resort deck, all of the beautiful space. And there are tons of lounge chairs for everyone. You never need to worry about where you're going to lay out, whether it's in the shade or in the sunshine, with a 25-meter lap pool, just so much space for you to enjoy. And this is a beautiful picture of the Beyond Resort deck. We have these intimate cabanas that face the pool area, and lots of little cubby seating areas around the pool area. So it really is relaxing. And for our adults, we have the adult-only solarium, which is a beautiful, relaxing pool area that is inside, protected from the elements, but yet you can enjoy the beautiful sun and the scenery. And this is adults only. And we have our aqua spa cafe also in that area. And then the rooftop garden. This is on all of our Edge series, but we went beyond, and we have these infinite pools at the side of the rooftop garden, which is ultra cool, looking out over the ocean, relaxing. The rooftop garden, there's music, there's restaurants. We show movies up there. We have Tai Chi classes during the day. It's a great place for a cup of coffee to read a book and relax. But one of my favorite places is our Sunset Bar. And guess what? It is true. The best sunsets are at the Sunset Bar. It's unbelievable. This is a Moroccan-themed space that Nate Burke has designed. It's multi-levels. There's little cabanas you can sit in. There's intimate areas. There's open areas. And it is spectacular place for you to enjoy during the day. But of course, especially at sunset time, we have beautiful musicians that play up there. But if you want to come indoors, the Grand Plaza is a place to be on all of our Edge series, from great DJs to live music. This is where all the action takes place. And of course, our famous Martini Bar. Then we take you to the aft end of our Edge series ships to a place called Eden. This is a playful area where not only can you relax, because you really, once again, in all of our spaces, you can see the beautiful views of the ocean. You are just, and the high ceilings. You do not feel like you're on a ship at all. It is so open. And Eden is a great area where you can go for dancing. We have production shows there. You could read a book. We have very interesting cocktails to try. And then we have our Eden restaurant, which is one of my favorite specialty dining areas. Absolutely phenomenal. And then the magic carpet. This was one of the most innovative features with the Edge series. And this is not an elevator. This is a space where you can enjoy cocktails. You can read a book. We have live music. We also use this as an extension of Raw on 5, one of our restaurants. And it is also our loading platform to get on and off the ship when we're using our launches. This is a magical place to spend some time, sunset, sunrise, all times. And then our shows. We really advanced our technology for the Edge series. And the screens are just multi-dimensional, just spectacular. And there's different shows every single evening. And so you're able to experience the shows. You don't need to make reservations. You can just show up. We have a couple shows every evening. And then we also have the club where we have other shows, production shows, dancing, Motown, different activities, and also in Destination Gateway. And Destination Gateway is also where you get on and off the ship. And then the spa, fitness center, thermal suite. This is my favorite area because I do love to keep ship shape when I'm on board. So with all the great meals, so I'm not shaped like the ship when I get off. So great fitness classes for those that want to relax. And then there's the shoppers, great shopping, lots of high end, lots of places for you to spend your money. And then when you're not relaxing, enjoying the pool, shopping, you're eating and drinking. And we have many new specialty dinings, beginning with Le Voyage by Daniel Boulud. This is a very, very special restaurant. I think you need to recommend that to all of your customers for special occasions. If they're foodies, they're going to love this restaurant. The other specialty dining areas, we have Fine Cuts, which is a steakhouse, amazing. Le Grand Bistro and Le Petit Chef, which has the 4D animated production show with On Your Table, which brings your food to life, which is a spectacular way to enjoy a show and a great cuisine. Raw on 5 for those of you who are sushi and seafood lovers. We have great specialty dining packages that your customers can also purchase in advance for special rates. everything in advance, they're going to get a lower rate by booking. And then I mentioned Eden before, the rooftop garden grill, and we have dining on the magic carpet. So lots of places to choose from. But if you just want to enjoy our main dining, onboard Edge series, we have 4 main dining areas. Guests can do main sitting at 6 or 8:30 second seating, or they can do anytime dining where they can go when they want, and they can switch it up in the restaurants, because each one of these restaurants is almost like a specialty restaurant because it has a special themed menu. So Tuscan would have Italian, Cosmopolitan, well, the Cosmopolitan fare, Normandy French, and Cyprus Mediterranean. So really there's something for everyone, even if they're on main dining, and the food is superb. And then we have our Ocean View Cafe, floor to ceiling windows, breakfast, lunch, afternoon snacks, pizza, evening snacks. So lots of food, the Mass Grill for all of your hamburgers and hot dogs and turkey burgers, and the Eden Cafe. And these are all complimentary. So you get the feeling there's a lot of places to eat. We have a lot of lounges, from our craft social, Sunset Bar, the Martini Bar, the world-class bar, which is a very unique space with unique cocktails, the Mass Bar, the Pool Bar. Basically, you're going to go around the world eating and drinking in beautiful, luxurious spaces on our Edge series. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Mathieu, my colleague in Montreal, and he's going to talk to you about the retreat. Take it away, Mathieu.
Thank you, Brenda. So now that you've seen everything that we have on these incredible vessels in the Edge series ships, let's discuss a little bit more about the retreat experience that is so unique with Celebrity. So the retreat is available in the entire fleet of Celebrity, and it's not only that you will live in a luxury, spacious accommodation, but you will also get some additional amenities, as we've seen with Laura, some additional services with the incredible customized butler service, but also 3 incredible venues or additional perks, all included with our retreat experience. So you see on the screen right now, we have a private restaurant called Lumine, we have a private lounge, and we have a private sun deck as well, most of our vessels. But the thing that is really important to understand with the retreat is that it is a step above and beyond anything else that we have in our fleet. And so the thing is that a lot of people would think that once they want to go a step above the Celebrity cruise experience, they might think that they need to go on a small luxury cruise line. Well, this could be actually a mistake for some clients, because the thing with some luxury cruise lines is that you will have an incredible experience in terms of service, in terms of gastronomy, in terms of exclusiveness, intimacy. It's going to be incredible. However, they will not receive the same perks and amenities that we have on a larger vessel, such as our Edge series ships or other vessels in a fleet. And the thing is that we have what we call a ship within a ship. So you can experience the intimacy, the exclusiveness, the service that we have in the retreat, but you can also take advantage of all of the perks of a larger vessel, which could be Broadway-style shows, the casino, multiple shops and boutiques on board, multiple specialty dining restaurants, all the beautiful destinations that we go all around the world. And so you can experience both. And as well, I need not forget the entertainment on board a vessel, not only the shows, but all the entertainment that we have throughout the ships, including the beautiful Martini Bar, as you saw earlier. All of that comes with a great ambiance and everything that you can enjoy. But if you want to go elsewhere, retreat, and go, enjoy intimacy and so on, the retreat will be the perfect area for that. So without further ado, let me show you one of the first venue that we have, which is the retreat sun deck. It is a private sun deck with a pool, hot tubs, lots of lounge chairs, bar service. There's also a full menu available for snacks, burgers, and so on. It is an incredible area. And let me give you an anecdote to give you a clear example of how the service is above and beyond anything else that you probably have experienced before. On my last experience in the retreat last January, I was on board Celebrity Apex. And on the first day, I went to the retreat sun deck, and I actually ordered a beer at the bar. It was a Dos Equis, to be precise. And so I enjoyed. I went there around the ship. Everything went well. 4 days later, I came back to my stateroom after a short excursion and found a note on my desk from my butler. It said, "Hi, Mr. Robert. Hope you had an incredible day in Belize. And I took the liberty to fill your mini bar of Dos Equis." And I opened the mini bar, and I had about 10 to 15 Dos Equis in my mini bar. So this is the kind of thing, the kind of intuitive service that you will receive on board Celebrity, but especially in the retreat. You don't need to ask and you will receive it. And that is absolutely incredible. Next, we have the Retreat Lounge, which is a private bar for all of our suite guests, available with complimentary beverages, gourmet bites for breakfast in the afternoon or even later in the evening. It is an incredible place to enjoy, relax throughout the day. There's on some of our ships, we also have a private terrace right next to it as well. And let me give you another example of the incredible service that we have on board. On the very first day of that cruise that I was on last January, I went to the Retreat Lounge and I actually ordered a glass of champagne to celebrate the fact that, I was finally on board after all of those days with, what happened in the past years. And I ordered a glass of champagne. 15, 20 minutes later, the waiter came back and said to me, "Would you like a second glass of champagne, Mr. Robert?" And the thing that I was most surprised about is that it was the very first time I saw that waiter, the very first time I came on board Celebrity Apex, never gave him my name, never gave him my SeaPass card, and he knew my name. So this is, again, a clear example of how amazing the kind of service that we have on board of our vessel, especially with the retreat experience. And then the last but not least, we do have Lumine on the entire fleet of Celebrity Cruises. Lumine is a private restaurant for all of our suite guests. It is an incredible dining experience where most of the dishes are signed by our culinary ambassador, Danielle Boulud. And so you will enjoy a 5-star Michelin chef experience every single night with incredible wine pairings as well. It is absolutely stunning, available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for all of our suite guests. But please note that suite guests also can enjoy the Blue Restaurant and all of the main dining options. So you have the choice to go anywhere you want. And also, please know that all of the high-end suites that we call from Royal Suite and above, they do have access to specialty restaurants for free, complimentary, unlimited during the entire cruise day. So this is also an incredible feature available on the entire fleet of Celebrity Cruises. And again, the great thing is that all the perks that comes with the retreat is that we have, and we'll show on the screen in a few seconds, but is that we have the premium drinks, premium Wi-Fi, additional onboard credits, as well as tips included for all of the guests. So we have the top of everything in terms of inclusions when you book a suite with everything coming up. And now you see all the details that Laura already mentioned about. And this is always with all suites with Celebrity Cruises. Now that we've discovered those incredible experiences on board, now let's discover the destinations with Sandra.
Thank you so much, Matthew. All right, so as Matthew and Brenda shared, our ships are destinations in themselves. However, your clients want to visit this big, beautiful world, and we can take them there to unforgettable places and encounters for sure. Now, our deployment has been out until April of 2024 for well over a year. But now we have just launched all of our deployment from May of 2024 to April of 2025. We have launched Asia, Alaska 2024, Australia on the beautiful Edge, which I'm going to talk about, the Celebrity Apex sailing from Southampton. We have launched South America, Europe 2024, and of course, Caribbean, Bermuda, and Northeast. So I'm just going to share a few exciting tidbits about the new deployment with Celebrity Cruises from April 2024 through to April 2025. Now, just a few exciting tidbits again is the Celebrity Edge is going to be going to Alaska for the first time ever, a ship, an Edge series ship going to Alaska. Pretty excited about that. We are also going to have a ship in Asia year round. We have 2 ships there seasonally, but one of them is going to stick around year round. We've got some new ports to talk about, and then 3 Edge series ships in Europe as well in 2024. So we'll first start here with Asia. So 2024 Asia, 2 ships there. The revolutionized, brand new post-revolution Celebrity Millennium and our Solstice series ships, the first of our Solstice series ships, is heading to Asia. Beautiful departure ports, Tokyo, Singapore, Mumbai, Banua, Bali, Hong Kong, and the core itineraries are an 11, 12, and 13 night Best of Japan, a 12 and 14 night India, Sri Lanka, and Thailand, or a 12-night Bali, Malaysia, and Thailand. Oh, I'm getting excited just looking at those. The Solstice core itineraries are a 12-night Thailand and Vietnam, and a 12-night Vietnam and Thailand. So beautiful itineraries for your clients to enjoy in Asia, and booking up as far as April 2025. I'm not going to go through this screen in great detail, but it's just kind of at a glance what this season looks like on the Millennium from April 2024 to April 2025. And you can see it shows you the embarkation port, the disembarkation port, and the number of nights and the description of the cruise. And to the right, check out just a quick glance at those itineraries. In Asia, we have more overnights on our itineraries than anywhere. And you can see on both of those itineraries, the 12-night Bali, Malaysia, and Thailand, there are overnights in Malaysia and Thailand. So really giving our clients a lot of time to explore the ports of call throughout the day, into the evening, and then another day in these incredible ports. And you got to love some extra time to see these great Asian ports. Here's the solstice at a glance. There's the 12-night Thailand and Vietnam, and you can see highlighted in green an overnight in Bangkok, an overnight in Hanoi, gorgeous itineraries with extra time. And highlighted in green is some beautiful holiday sailings. If you've never sailed on our ships during the holidays, it's like somewhere at the beginning of December when our clients are on board, they go to bed and they wake up and the ships are just incredibly decorated in holiday themes, and it's beautiful and elegant. And then holiday activities start, and being there over the holidays is incredible. And we have that available for Thailand and Vietnam in December of 2024. We also launching Alaska 2024, new places, new spaces. And as I mentioned, Edge is going to be going to Alaska in 2024. She's going to be doing 7-night round trip Seattle's. We also have the Solstice. She is going to replace the Eclipse, doing 7-night round trip Vancouver. And we have the Summit. She is going to be our northbound, southbound open jaw itineraries in Alaska. She's replacing Millennium, which has been doing it for years. And a Summit, again, is a revolutionized brand new ship so that you can make sure when you're booking a client northbound, southbound, and adding in our amazing cruise tours that they are on a brand new ship. Best ship there in Alaska for sure for them. And again, Edge going to Alaska. I'm so excited to have an Edge series ship in Alaska. And if you are on Edge in Alaska, round trip Seattle, the only ship to visit gorgeous Victoria, British Columbia. So some really great itineraries here in Alaska. Just to point out for Summit for 2024, that of course, Alaska cruise tours are the way to go. If your clients have Alaska on their bucket list, ask them why they're going to Alaska. If it's for the history, to get up close and personal and be in the heart of Alaska, you got to plant the seed of an Alaska cruise tour so that they can do the Summit and then do the pre or post day and add on 2 to 6 nights land stay. And we're going to take care of them from A to Z on that land stay on top of the cruise with a dedicated tour director, deluxe motor coaches, and an incredible Wilderness Express experience, domed train. You can see it on the right there. 5-star experience where they're never going to know what they're going to see. We have a chef underneath who will serve them up a lunch and take them right into Denali Park. The accommodations are the finest lodges, authentic and local, available. So a true authentic experience, pretty close into the city. Typically, your excursions are included during the day, and then in the evening, you have optional excursions, or you can independently wander into town, and it's typically 5 to 10 minutes because you're in these authentic local lodges and hotels. And again, Denali and a ride on the Wilderness Express included in every cruise tour. We have also launched for 2024 a option to do a premium Alaska cruise tour, which will offer some upgraded hotel stays where available with views, unlimited drinks on the Wilderness Express rail, breakfast as well, and all the gratuities. So look for that when you are quoting people for Alaska 2024. Let's move to Australia and New Zealand, one of my favorite destinations ever. We have launched it, and it again is Edge series. So Celebrity Edge going to Australia for the first time. She'll be out of Sydney mainly, but she'll have some itineraries out of Auckland or in between those repositionings from Honolulu, Oahu. So the core itineraries are some 11, 12, and 13-night New Zealand's, some 10 and 14-night Fiji and Tonga, and some 10 and 11-night Great Barrier Reefs. And again, a lot of overnights in different itineraries here in Cairns, Australia, or Tasmania. So look for that. And great itineraries if they really want to experience that Great Barrier Reef and Fiji as well. So some great South Pacific as well. And very excited to have our Edge series ship heading out to Oz and New Zealand and South Pacific. This is just a at a glance screenshot of the itineraries for the season. And again, you can go into your booking engine. You'll be able to get the detailed ports of call. And there are overnights woven into these as well, giving clients more time to experience, as well as a great holiday ceiling, a New Zealand holiday ceiling for over Christmas there. Love that. We're going to move over to South America with new places, new spaces, Equinox for the first time, heading to South America into fall of 2024, into winter 2025. She's going to be out of Valparaiso, Chile, or Buenos Aires, Argentina. Her core itineraries are a 14-night Patagonia in Argentina and some 14-night Antarcticas. That's stunning. Some other itineraries, 14-night Patagonia and Argentina holiday sailing. That's where you can be there over the holidays. Some 60-night Lisbon to Buenos Aires or Buenos Aires to Lisbon. That's the transatlantics that will get you there, and that's a great itinerary. We've increased Patagonia and Argentina itineraries from 12 to 14 nights, giving clients more time there. And also, we're more consistent. We have our turnaround days on Saturdays, just making it easier for guests to travel. So looking forward to have the Equinox in South America. And again, she has also been revolutionized, the Celebrity Equinox. Here's at a glance her itineraries for the season. And again, just go into your booking engine to see all the great details, but I just wanted to share at a glance. If I shared every itinerary, I could talk for 4 hours. So keeping it simple here for you. Let's go to Europe 2024, one of our most exciting seasons ever. 7 ships in Europe in 2024. This includes the Celebrity Ascent, which has not even launched yet. She's being built, the 4th Edge series ship. She's kind of apples to apples, what you saw with Brenda presenting the Beyond, her sister ship. And then we'll have the Apex, the Beyond, the Constellation, the Equinox, the Infinity, and Silhouette will be departing out of Southampton, Amsterdam, Venice, which is out of Ravenna, Barcelona, Lisbon, Athens, and Rome out of the port of Civitavecchia. So Apex will be out of Southampton for the first time ever. Pretty exciting. And we're returning to Northern Norway Arctic Circle. We haven't been there since 2014. So pretty exciting there. Just at a glance, here's the Apex itineraries for the season. I'm not going to go through them, but I will point out that new Norwegian fjords and Arctic Circle. But you can see some amazing Northern Europe itineraries, from the fjords to Scandinavia, to Iceland and Ireland, to Spain, Portugal, and Med, because she moves to a different moves west and does some Canaries in Portugal at the end of the season, which is really nice. And then the Ascent, again, first season sailing in Europe. She'll be out of Rome and Barcelona, kind of alternating 7-night Spain, France, and Italy, or 7-night Italy, France, and Spain. And some 12-night Best of Greece and Italy. And you can see in a screenshot there the gorgeous itineraries that she'll be doing. We also have the Beyond out of Rome. She'll be doing some 10-night Italy, Greece, and Croatia, or some 11-night Italy, Turkey, and Greek islands, with an overnight in Istanbul, Turkey. And then also some transatlantics. If you have clients interested in that, they generally have some great prices, some great sea days to enjoy the ship, but some unique itineraries as well. And in this case, a 14-night Portugal, Spain, and France, a 14-night Spain, Portugal, and Bermuda. And you can see at a glance those great itineraries, more or less alternating 10 and 11 night. We have the Silhouette. She'll be out of Amsterdam and Athens, with 1 sailing out of Barcelona. And you can see on the sailings on the right there, really alternating between 8, 11, and 13 nights, some 7 nights in there as well. Norwegian fjords, British Isles, Best of Scandinavia, Iceland, and Ireland as well. And then later on in the season, doing some France, Spain, and Portugal, Italy, Greece, and Croatia, and then Israel, Egypt, and Med. That's an exciting one with lots of great ovs. Constellation, she'll be out of Rome and Venice doing 10-night Best of Italy and Croatia. And then she'll do some 10-night Best of Italy or 10-night Rome to Barcelona, as well as a transatlantic. And on the right, you can see she's kind of alternating there between some 10 and 11 nights. And that Best of Italy and Croatia is a real popular itinerary. The Equinox, also in Europe in 2024, out of Rome and Barcelona, and 2 sailings out of Lisbon. Her core itineraries are a 9-night Italian Riviera in France, a 10-night Greek islands, Turkey and Malta, and a 9-night Spain and France. And you can see on the right again, just a glimpse at the 9 and 10-night itineraries your clients have to choose from Spain and Portugal, Greek islands and Malta, Italian Riviera and France, and more. Love that Spain and Portugal too, though. Infinity, exciting. She's actually going to be in Europe year round. So we're changing that up. look at these gorgeous itineraries. So she'll be round trip Athens, some 10 and 11 nights. Then she's going to move to Best of Greece and Greek Isles and Turkey and kind of rotate 7 nights all throughout the summer. And then in the fall, in November, she'll move to some Canaries, Morocco, and Spain. And they have some great overnights woven into them. And then she'll move to Egypt and Israel in Feb of 2025 and do some great itineraries with overnights in both Egypt and Israel. So be sure to check those out. Those are bucket list trips for your clients. We're going to move to the Caribbean next. And who doesn't love a gorgeous Caribbean vacation? Right now, it's starting to get cold in Canada, and we are loving the Caribbean. So get your clients booked to go to the Caribbean. Each year, we need to get away and get some sunshine and some vitamin D. 8 ships in the Caribbean in fall 2024 into winter 2025. The Ascent, our newest Edge Series ships, the Apex, the Beyond, the Eclipse, the Reflection, the Silhouette, all out of Fort Lauderdale. The Summit will be going back to San Juan, Puerto Rico, offering 7-night Southern Caribbean, and the Constellation remaining out of Tampa, Florida, doing exotic Caribbean 10 and 11 night with some Panama Canal. We also do have some short sailings available if that's what your clients are looking, and you can package it with a pre or post. We offer up to 13 nights, or you could put 2 7 nights back to back for a 14 night. And there truly is something for everyone. 32 destinations, 82 ports with 12 plus hours on shore. So we often have an overnight on something 10 nights or longer in the Caribbean, and often have 12 plus hours on shore, giving your clients more time to explore these gorgeous destinations. Just continuing with Caribbean, 4 distinct regions. We still do Eastern Caribbean, Western Caribbean, Southern Caribbean, and Bahamas for a quick getaway to recharge. And I want to remind you, this isn't just for Caribbean, it's for all of our destinations, including Europe, but we typically offer private journeys and small group discoveries as well. So if your client is looking for a traditional excursion, which is like a larger group of 50 and they're going to get off and do their thing, that's great. They can book that excursion with us. But if they want something more intimate or something more exclusive, we do offer private journeys, and we can design an excursion just for them, or small group discoveries where it's just a smaller group excursion, just keeping it intimate. And it's more than just a beach, right? We offer immersive, curated tours tailored to culinary, history, and nature. And any of our tours can become a private journey. On some of our itineraries, we offer Bimini, which is this beautiful white sand destination in the Bahamas. It's a quiet beach day. I absolutely fell in love with Bimini on my first experience there last year. And then we have a few that go to Labadee as well. We're the only ship there for the day. It historically offers high satisfaction ratings in Labadee. Clients love it. And it offers a luxury beach getaway and great activities for families as well. Let's move to Bermuda, which is one of my favorite places ever. We have the Eclipse going to Bermuda, a Solstice Series ship. Love that, in 2024 out of Cape Liberty or Boston. 7 and 8 night Bermuda. So we're going to up it and add an 8 night in there for some of the season. And we also offer an 11 night Boston, Maine, and Canada. And then a really cool itinerary in August, 2 one-offs that do Greenland and Iceland from Cape Liberty to Reykjavik. And then the second one, 12 night, is Reykjavik to Boston, something unique to do in the summer if they want to experience Greenland and Iceland. We added a new port of call, which is one of my favorite places in the world, Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. Go and have the lobster there. It is absolutely an incredibly beautiful place. And again, having a Solstice Series ship doing Bermuda in the Northeast is pretty cool. And these are really, really amazing itineraries that are kind of off the beaten path. I'm now going to hand it over to my colleague who's all the way out in British Columbia, to Chad. So take it away, Chad.
Well, thank you very much, Sandra. And wow, if you made it to this point of the web session, it means that you now have a much better understanding of what a relaxed luxury resort at sea is all about. I think that the team has done an incredible job of showcasing why Celebrity is at the front of the pack in the cruise industry right now. And even if we didn't have any mega deals to take advantage of, which we do, I think we are by far the best value of any luxury brand in the travel industry anyway. But historically, Q1 starting in January has always been very strong and referred to as the wave booking season. I think this year we need to get out of the gate early and have pre-wave to kind of meet the market demand. I'm sure everyone on this web session today has felt the impact of the demand of the consumer being almost beyond what you can keep up with, which is great news. We know that people are actively wanting to put credit cards on vacations, and we want to give the deal of deals to make it too compelling to say no to the Celebrity Cruises brand. Like I said, if we didn't have this pre-wave offer, I still think we're the best deal out there in the travel industry. But with the pre-wave offer, what you're going to have the ability to do for your clients here is all of the goodness that we've talked about today on Celebrity Cruises. We're going to give you a few different layers. So layer number one, you are going to be able to get a BOGO 75% savings. So the first guest will pay regular rate. The second guest gets 75% off when taking one of our non-refundable fares. So that's massive. That's some of the deepest discounts we've ever seen. So layer one, BOGO, 75% savings. A second layer here is we're going to give an additional savings overlay of up to $800 per stateroom in additional discounts. So not only do you get that amazing tier one BOGO 75, but there's more dollars going to be coming off here as part of this pre-wave offer, and that's saving up to an additional $800 per stateroom. The third tier, and this is where clearly we're taking the gloves off and really coming to the table with strong booking and incentives. Layer three is get up to $400 US of onboard credit to spend on board. And you saw from the team some of the wonderful things that you could treat yourself or your clients can treat themselves with shore excursions and spa experiences, etc. So that money will be put to good use on their vacation, making them feel amazing. This sailing window actually goes all the way out until April 30th, not of 23, not of 24, but of 2025. So if your clients want to go right away in January of 23, perfect. If they don't want to actually sail until April of 2025, it stretches the whole gamut. So really strong pre-wave booking offer for your clients to take advantage of. Now, that one is on 99% of our cruises. However, Galapagos is a very unique and special product that we offer. And so we've put together some special and unique booking offers just for our Intimate Galapagos program. It's twofold. We've got an amazing 20% savings offer on all cruises and cruise packages for the Galapagos right now. That is something you definitely want to take advantage of. These smaller ships do sell out more quickly. And so we want you to be able to take advantage of these 20% savings offers. In addition, we've also got a really great offer to help get your clients down to experience the Galapagos, where we will give an air credit of up to $750 USD. That is going to convert to about $1,000 in Canadian dollars if you're booking them. It's pretty darn close to free air down to Quito. So whether it's going to be that free air or almost free air flights on us promotion, or whether it's going to be the 20% savings, that is kind of the compelling reason to get Galapagos booked. We wanted to make sure we also had a reason to get busy and recommend and book our Galapagos programs. Now, most of you that are on this web session today are pretty engaged with Celebrity Cruises. That means some of you are escorting groups, others are booking into your group blocks with your headquarters. Maybe you are booking into agency level groups. So there's a few things that we really want you to know about. So first of all, we are really happy that you take out that group space and that you have those amazing price differentials of your group rate versus the market rate. But here's the thing, folks, we don't want to get that space back. We want to help you sell it. So we have had running, and still for a couple of days here, we've got a great new name your group incentive, where there's something for the consumer and something for the travel agent here. if you are booking into your unnamed, unsold group space, if it's a veranda or above, we are going to add on an additional $400 onboard credit as part of this Name Your Groups incentive. This will stack on top of that $400 overlay, or up to $400 overlay that was part of the pre-wave offer. So you can get really deep in terms of stacking the onboard credit if you are booking into your group blocks here. So that's a wonderful opportunity to take advantage of the Name Your Group in terms of what's in it for your consumer. $400 of onboard credit for veranda and above. That's what's in it for the consumer. What's in it for you? Up to 3% of bonus commission that we will stack on top for you, as well as a thank you for filling up your group space and taking advantage. If you haven't heard of this Name Your Group promotion, it's on thecelebritycommitment.com for you to take a look at there. Or maybe even a better bet, reach out to your sales manager from Celebrity and have a conversation about your group business or your group bookings, so we can help showcase for you the exceptional value for supporting your group's programs. Another thing that is just a friendly reminder, one of the great things with groups and Celebrity Cruises is that in normal circumstance, so I know we've got that Name Your Groups promo that's kind of taking over from our early booking bonus, but when that ends, don't forget, always in play with our groups is an early booking bonus, where if you book 10 months or more prior to sailing into those, it's a $100 shipboard credit for inside and ocean view, or a $200 onboard credit for veranda and above. And so that's not, a promo. That's just part of how our groups program works, to say, we want you to be successful. We're going to give you group amenity points, which is a currency you can spend with your group to give them extra shipboard credit, or buy them robes, or get them an amenity on the ships, etc. We can work with you to give a really robust menu of ways that you can spend those points to kind of show the VIP love to your groups. There's those early booking bonuses, the overlays of the onboard credits that are part of our marketplace offers do combine with groups as well, so you can get pretty rich as far as the onboard credit stacking. And so we really want you taking advantage of that. But of course, the really big thing about supporting our groups programs is that when you at an agency level, or your headquarters at a headquarter level, opens up your groups right when the deployment is open and the pricing is the best it's ever going to be. Of course, as the ships start to sell and they start to fill and the market rates go up, Celebrity's website is often substantially higher than what your own group's rate is. But please make sure, as a best practice, you and everybody in your agency is checking those group rates before you make any quote to your clients, because chances are you're going to be really pleasantly surprised by seeing that these differentials on the groups that are sometimes not in the hundreds, but in the thousands of dollars less than what Celebrity's actual website is quoting. So lots of really compelling reasons there to take advantage and support and fill those Celebrity group blocks. And we hope we've given you some good reasons to take a look at that. Alan, over to you.
Thanks very much, Chad. That was awesome. I do want to thank my entire team from coast to coast for giving us all that great information. Certainly a lot of information, but as you can tell, there's lots of great enthusiasm and energy amongst my team with our entire fleet sailing, and we're so proud of our product. So first of all, again, thank you to CLIA for helping us along. Charlie, especially to you for your support, and Baxter Media for your ongoing support and communication. On behalf of my entire team and our brand, we certainly hope you enjoyed our session today. Lots more information. We are going to do a quick Q&A session, but thanks for dropping your comments and questions in the Q&A box. We'll try and get to those in just a moment. But again, on behalf of Team Canada Celebrity, we certainly thank you all for your partnership and hope to see you all on a Celebrity cruise very soon. Thanks very much.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for sticking it out with us. Thank you so much to the celebrity and the celebrity team, and to Charles from CLIA. It's been such a pleasure. What a great webinar this has been. We've seen so many messages and questions in the chat, so thank you all for that. Why don't we get started on the Q&A session? Chad, feel free to go ahead and answer the questions that you have planned. So.
Yeah, and you know what? Before we even get to the Q&A, there's a couple of important things to just mention. So one of them is like a jaw dropper. Most of you that work in the travel industry know that Black Friday, Cyber Monday was a crazy time this year, where everybody kind of took the gloves off and presented their best of the best of the best deals. What we decided, and this webinar that you watched was recorded last week, and so we hadn't made this change yet, but we've actually gone ahead, and even though I just outlined the offer that we were going to have in place for pre-wave, what we've decided to do is just keep extending what our Black Friday, Cyber Monday value looked like. So it is going to stay around right now for Wave with this amazing buy one, get one 75% off. Plus, on top of that, it is going to be up to $800 of additional savings. Plus, on top of that, it is going to be up to $800 of onboard credit. So all of that crazy goodness that was the Black Friday, Cyber Monday is just now extending through December into January for bookings, to make sure that Celebrity is at the absolutely front of the pack with the best booking offer in the marketplace for cruise, maybe for travel for that matter. So that's really exciting. I also wanted to mention that in the Q&A, Ben, you're very sharp. You're paying attention to the flyers. The Name Your Groups promo, which is combinable with the savings, with the OBC overlay that is part of that Wave offer. It's also been extended now until January the 12th. So you can be booking into your group space, and you can be taking advantage of that up to $800 of OBC plus another $400 of OBC for naming into the group space if it's veranda or above. So I've been around a long time. I've been with Celebrity for almost 15 years. I don't think we've ever come to the table with an offer this deep. Obviously, we are very, very committed to winning the race in the cruise segment of the travel industry, and we're not shy or scared to put our money where our mouth is in terms of what that offer looks like. And you know, sometimes suppliers will come to the table with a really great offer on a couple of sailings, on a couple of ships, but really, when you take a look at what our Wave offer is, it's on 99% of our open inventory through 23, through 24, even into early 25. So talk about a great time to be a travel agent if it's to present your clients with the best cruise deal or vacation option that they've seen in a long time. Brenda, I know you were lending a hand too with the Q&A. So I did see in there was kind of a trending theme where lots of people were asking about if clients maybe don't want all of the perks from the all-included, you know, what are kind of some of the options available there? So I did want to make mention that although Celebrity has worked really hard to become known as a almost all-inclusive cruise line and a relaxed luxury brand, and that's certainly where the value is for your clients, if they don't want any perks, we do have a sharp price point, which is a no perk cruise only rate that you can sell. But I would really caution against selling that rate, because there's 3 perks with our all included. And if you take a moment with your client to really have this discussion, even if they're not a drinker, perk number 1, which is a mandatory thing that guests have to pay, is the gratuities. So with all included, your gratuities are just going to be prepaid as part of that cruise fare. And for that reason, that's kind of an automatic thing that they're going, if they buy a cruise only no perk rate, they're still going to have to pay that as part of their cruise. So they don't get away from it by buying a cruise only rate. The second thing is, I don't know anybody these days that goes on holidays that doesn't want to brag and show the world their photos of their amazing vacation experiences, which means they need Wi-Fi. And most people want to stay in touch. So if they say no to all included because they buy the no perk rate, will they end up buying Wi-Fi on the ship? Almost guaranteed. And so now you got to prepay your gratuities. You're going to end up buying Wi-Fi because you want to stay connected. You've already now had to kind of buy two of the perks. And the way that the pricing in Celebrity's world works is that the difference between a no perk cruise only rate or the all included with the three big perks, it's about the value of what it would cost you to buy two. So if you're going to pay for your tips and you think you're going to end up buying Wi-Fi, you're pretty much at what the all-included pricing is going to look like anyway, except now you'll have the beverage package included. And even if they don't drink alcohol, fresh squeezed juices, specialty coffees and teas, bottled water. I think that's just a make sense plan and fully commissionable to the travel agent partner as well. Brenda, was there anything else you saw trending as you were kind of answering there with me that you wanted to run through?
Yeah, thanks, Chad. I just wanted to remind everyone, with this great promotion that we've extended, our Black Friday, Cyber Monday, our new deployment today for 24-25 just opened up. So you can block Europe groups, Caribbean, Bermuda, Northeast. Those are really powerful destinations that your customers want to go to. And this promotion is combinable with all that open new deployment. So it's really valuable for them to plan ahead. So I wanted to add that. And then the other thing was, I loved all the questions about the retreat, because I love agents that want to offer the retreat to their customers. And it's really about that exclusive experience. It's about people that want that maybe smaller ship experience, but they want some additional amenities. And the question that kept coming up was, well, is it adult only? Well, no, it's not. We do get families that book in the retreat because it's all about the accommodation that you want. So you will see some kids. Sometimes there's a few babies I've seen, but there's not a lot of kids. It's traditionally, mostly an adult experience, but you can't sell it like that because it's open to all guests. It's just a matter of what type of accommodations they want. So that was one question that came up. And then the third one was our cruise tours. And once again, thank you for wanting to do the full packages. We only offer that for our Alaska product, the cruise tour packages. We don't have anything in place yet for Europe, for Asia, or anything like that. But what we can tell you is you can book private journeys. You do earn commission by doing group shore excursions on your group. So you can earn 10% by booking group shore excursions. So there is opportunity for you to make money. But the cruise tour packages is just for Alaska. So those are the things that stuck out to me, Chad.
And, thanks for covering those comments about the retreat. And the one thing about webinar sessions is that, you can see us, we can't see you. I wish we could. I wish I could reach through the screen and spend some time with you guys, because the one thing I'd really want to make sure to impact you with today is that you have to trust us when we see the trends of what's being booked right now. And unlike any previous year in our company's history, we are over indexing with people booking into the retreat experience. And I think that that's not super surprising. We've had 2 years where people didn't really get to take those holidays that make them feel good. And a lot of people have said, you know what, for this next trip, we're going to go bigger, we're going to go longer, we're going to go more luxurious, we're going to pamper ourselves, we're going to treat ourselves, we're going to spend a little bit. And that translates to opportunity for our travel agent partners, because we've never seen people saying, we want retreat, like we're seeing that now. If you are a travel partner of celebrities, that you book a lot of celebrity, but you tend to book Ocean View and Veranda, I would just say this is the time to step out of that comfort zone and lead in your quotes with starting with the retreat as the quote, because the value is there in spades. People are already showing us in the trends that they're booking up because they want to be pampered. So why not give them that option first? If they don't buy the retreat and they end up back at concierge class or aqua or veranda, that's great. But you might surprise yourself on when you showcase the value of the retreat, how many people actually go ahead and book into the retreat experience. So that could be a takeaway from today, as a let's change the way we do things. Let's not always lead in with a veranda. Let's lead in with retreat. And I think that pampered VIP ship within a ship kind of experience will be, it'll get you some business that you didn't know you had the opportunity for. That's what we've got.
All right, great. Well, thank you, Chad and Brenda. I think it's about time that we announce the prize winner. So, Chad, I've sent you the name in the chat. Do you have that ready to go? And do you want to go ahead and announce the prize winner?
You bet. So it looks like our lucky winner of a $500 gift card today is from Expedia Cruises, and it is Larry Twells. So Larry Twells from Expedia Cruises, it was worth your while to stay on with us today because you've got $500 to enjoy and go shopping. And I guess that's perfect for heading into the Christmas and holiday season. Congratulations.
Congratulations. And if you need
right.
help, Larry, shopping, I'll come with you.
She's great that way.
Okay, good stuff. Well, congratulations, Larry. The celebrity team will be in touch with you to arrange the prize. You're getting lots of congratulations in the chat. So yeah, thanks for being here, and thank you everybody for being here. It's been such a pleasure, and this has been a really great and informative webinar. So thank you again to the celebrity team and to Charles from CLIA. And particularly thank you to Chad and Brenda. It's been a real pleasure to have you both here answering questions. And before we go, just a quick reminder to subscribe to Baxter Media's publications for all your industry news. You can subscribe at travelpress.com/subscribe or by clicking the link pinned to the top of the chat box. Right now it's there in blue. And also check out our Baxter Media LinkedIn page. It's a great way to hear about what we're doing and to hear about upcoming webinars. We have an awesome World Cup event going on here in Toronto that you can check out our posts and look at that. So yeah, check out our LinkedIn page. We'll be sending this webinar recording to all of you and all those who registered within about 24 hours when it's available. And all of our past webinar recordings are available as well on Baxter Media's YouTube channel or at travelpress.com under the Agent Education tab. So you can check them out there, and you can certainly find this one there as soon as it's available, again, within about 24 hours. And I think that about wraps it up from our end. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We're seeing lots of chat messages coming through. So we're so glad that you were here and able to partake. We hope to see you next time, and have a great rest of your day.
Happy holidays.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for being here.